Well, hey, Cottonwood Creek family, Beau Landers again here. John Mark to my right, your left, I assume, unless you're listening to this, in which case he is not on any one of your sides.
Left side of their dial.
That's fine. Hey, so we are going to be doing a fun podcast today. So if you're trying to look for spiritual refreshment, this
is not your place.
Well, it could be if you talk about comedy.
Okay.
And just sort of having fun and lighthearted. So some of these podcasts are designed to be more fun. So John Mark and I don't know who John Mike is, but John Mark, that guy, he's pretty cool. John Mark and I are going to be sitting down just talking all things Thanksgiving. And so and it's designed to be fun.
Just to be clear, he created these questions. So
well, we're going to walk through some questions.
Respond. Oh.
Right. So we're going to walk through some questions. Those should be easy. We're going to play a few games with you, just to humanize you a little bit. That you're a
humiliate me or humanize me?
Humanize. Yeah, I'm good with humanize. Humiliate maybe, but I mean we're in this together.
See how it goes. Okay, we're in this together. I don't feel like it.
That's right. And then we'll close out nice and pretty with some of your favorite Thanksgiving stuff.
Good.
So that's the design of it. Yeah. That's where we're going. So John Mark, as we talk about Thanksgiving, we have to talk about food because that's what Thanksgiving's all about.
Oh yeah.
Right. So what is John Mark Caton's favorite Thanksgiving main dish? We'll get to the main dish.
Can I eat anything? But I'll take of the two. And our family has gone away from the typical turkey ham thing. But for years, I've never liked turkey. It's always been too dry. So if I had a turkey and a ham, I would choose the ham.
Okay, so what about if you had anything for Thanksgiving? What's your main dish?
Yeah, we have now as a family, I'm talking about our family up here and our Houston family, we've totally gone to either Italian or barbecue.
Italian?
Yeah, just they'll go out and my sister and brother-in-law, they'll get us some Italian, or we'll do fajitas, and it changes every year. Thanksgiving, but we're out of the turkey and ham. Huh?
What's it this year?
I don't know. It's my sister's house. She always surprises us.
Oh,
well, okay. I say I don't know. Gina knows.
Okay, Gina knows.
It because I'm not involved in the planning process?
But you are definitely a participant in the eating
process. Yeah. Whatever they show up with, I'm going to eat. But I have never been a turkey fan.
See, my father-in-law started a tradition where we try and cook we cook a turkey each year because it normally is dry.
All right.
And so if you're you're ever cooking a turkey, brining is the way to go, but not wet brining, dry brining.
Yeah.
Dry brine a turkey, then we've smoked it, we've baked it, we've tried all sorts of things. So the main dish is becoming, but actually I have a brisket for this year, and I don't know if I'm allowed to cook it for Thanksgiving, but
why not?
I don't know.
Man, once you cross that bridge, you'll never go back.
That's what we're building the bridge right now.
I still remember the year early on that Jean and I would cook. She would cook a turkey, and they had these little plugs that would pop out.
Yeah,
and we kept looking, and it never popped out. We had it upside down. And
so it popped in.
Yeah, so it was like turkey jerky. And then there was another year. What is it? All the goop that's inside of it.
Yeah.
That we cooked it in there with all of it still in the bag. Is it the giblets?
You're
supposed to pull that
the plastic bag of.
Yeah. We cooked that in there. So
all right. Well, you're getting into some of my other questions already.
But am I?
No,
I thought we were talking main dishes.
Well, that it fits in line with it. What about a side dish? Favorite side dish.
My favorite side dish. I like green bean casserole.
Really?
Yep. With the little onions, the string onions.
And you really love cream corn too, right?
No, I do not like cream corn. But I will eat some green bean casserole.
Oh man. That cream corn thing, I think it was a Christmas that we had up here.
It's always Christmas Eve. They do this Christmas Eve. I'm preaching 16 times, and I walk out, and there's cream corn, which is my least favorite dish possible. Man. And I don't think y'all care, Beau. I don't. Y'all laugh. No, y'all stand outside and wait for me to walk out of my office and say, "Watch him, watch him, watch him."
Watch him. Here comes the cream corn. Here comes his.
He's going to be complaining.
He's been preaching all day, and we're going to give him that. So green bean casserole. That's
what's your favorite side dish?
So, growing up, we had this thing called shoe peg corn, it's like cream cheese. So shoe peg corn is the actual kind of corn. It's like a white kind of corn. It's a white kernel corn, but it's Texas version. So it has cream cheese and jalapenos.
Okay.
And so, it's
you had
awesome.
me with the jalapenos.
Yeah, I mean, and the cream cheese
Alone
jalapeno
or
combo
with that other stuff.
with a little bit of sweet crunch with the corn. That's good stuff.
I could see that.
Favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert is always my mom's chocolate pie with vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And you take them and you mix it because she makes the icing she makes. There's a lot of powdered sugar. It's all they added the ingredients. You're sitting there and always get to lick the liquors and the beaters or whatever it is.
Lick the liquors.
Lick the liquors. I guess that's technically what I'm doing. Lick the beater. whatever those things are that they and she'll take them off. And,
you heard it right here on this podcast.
That's right.
That your pastor licks the liquors.
Licks the liquors. So anyway, I can't believe you repeated that either.
I had to. It's
then
recorded.
She puts it on a chocolate cake. And then you put it in ice cream in a bowl, and then you microwave it. And in her microwave that we grew up with, that was probably 20 years old, exactly 44 seconds.
44.
It got the ice cream just soft.
But just in her microwave.
Just in her. Now you put it in 44 in my microwave. All of a sudden, you've got charcoal.
Yeah.
But for hers, and the ice cream would get soft, and the icing would just begin to move a little bit. It was warm.
And
that's still to this day. That's my favorite dessert.
Does she still have the same microwave?
No, she moved, so it's a different thing now. We're over at my sister's house now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, but when I think about it, that is still today.
That's good.
My favorite.
Yeah, see, I'm definitely a pie guy. Like, I love coconut cream pie. It's good. I mean, for Thanksgiving, really?
Yeah.
You don't like coconut?
I don't like coconut. I don't like the consistency. I don't mind the taste,
but texture guy.
The texture, yeah. The the slivers
you don't
like
of cream corn.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
I like a traditional pecan pie.
I can eat a pecan pie. Do you like pumpkin pie?
If it's there, I might eat it.
I'm out.
It's yeah. I don't know. I'm not really a pumpkin person.
I don't really want to eat a fall decoration for Thanksgiving meal.
That is a fair assessment right there. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I mean, they don't look that good. Do you ever walk up? If y'all put them out at your house, right?
Yeah. We have a dessert
table. You ever
walk
by them and say, "Can't wait to eat that for Thanksgiving"?
Yeah.
You've really thought that
about
the
pumpkin pie?
pumpkin.
I'm sorry, I had my mind on the whole dessert table. I was like, yes, I could eat all of that.
It's
an
outdoor
the pumpkin
decoration.
Pumpkin pie for sure. It is the one that sits it's like the obligatory pie that sits there, and you're like, we had to make it because it's Thanksgiving. We're not going to make it any other time. But I've got 6 other dessert options that are going to go before that one.
Absolutely.
And so if we get to it, we get to it.
Yeah.
If we don't, nothing lost. I do like a good pumpkin bread though.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have had some good pumpkin bread. I agree with that.
What about a worst food you've had on Thanksgiving? So you already shared some turkey
I did. Yeah, I did. I guess I should have held those back.
That's
I didn't know the questions.
No, that's all right. Worst food or worst food experience?
I will tell you a funny food experience. I don't know if it is a worst food experience. One of the things we always have, I've already told you, I love the green bean casserole. My mom always made broccoli rice casserole. Do y'all like that?
I don't know what that is.
It's just a bunch of rice, Velveeta cheese, and broccoli. Okay, and then you heat it up, mix it up, and you do all of these. And there might be other things in there. I don't know though.
Yeah.
And so we all sit down one year. My mom makes platters of this, and we're sitting there eating this, and we're all kind of like, "There's something off about this," and she had forgotten the broccly. So
it was just rice and cheese.
It was just basically
and you guys
rice.
You were
cheese.
eating it. Like
well,
there
we
was
were
no
all
green?
kind of. Well, we do pile a lot of stuff on our plate. So, and finally, someone says, "Mom, did you forget the broccoli?" And that's what she did. So
it's just rice and Velveeta.
And that is the one thing about our family. We're a very loving family with long memories. And so that probably happened 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I guarantee my mom's already getting text messages about don't forget the broccoli.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like that is the sign of a loving family.
Absolutely.
Because if you can't give people heck, then, I mean, they're not part of the family.
That's exactly right. What about y'all? What was your worst meal you've ever
So the worst thing, and I to this day, it's evidently a Kentucky tradition. So my wife's family is from Kentucky. They were in Brazil. That's where her parents have lived for years. That's where she grew up. But I remember going to the first Thanksgiving in Brazil. I think we were either engaged or dating, one or the other. And they had these things on the table. I think that and I'm going to butcher this. If you're from Kentucky, you can even comment on this. But croquettes, banana croquettes. Are you familiar with this? I think this is how it is. It is this is no joke. On the Thanksgiving table, a banana dipped in mayonnaise and covered in nuts.
I'm out.
Me too. I mean, definitely. Yeah. Like, and they kept saying, "Oh, it's so good. This is just a Kentucky thing." And I'm thinking,
mayonnaise.
No, yeah.
Has the banana been peeled?
Yes, the banana.
Okay, good. I was about to say, I'm not sure where you're going with that.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had to clarify.
Yeah.
A peeled banana dipped in mayonnaise, covered in nuts. And
that sounds nuts.
It's the. I think that's to date probably one of the worst things beyond just, grandmother cooking expired stuff in the food or something like that. Yeah. But I think that just happens over time. Or, you get out the butter dish or the butter tub, the country crock butter tub, and really it was something else that was in there. Right. And that happens all the time.
It always happens.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so on the realm, again, this is all about Thanksgiving. So do you guys have any Thanksgiving traditions that's like, this is just something we do every year? So you kind of mentioned, I guess, switching Italian barbecue, Mexican.
Yeah. I think our, probably one of the biggest memory traditions and it's really what we do on Christmas and Thanksgiving is we had family walks. Because again, and Gina and I and the kids were all in Dallas. Everybody was down there, and we'd have our nieces and nephews. And so after Thanksgiving meal, we would all gather together, regardless of how many there were, and we'd do a walk around the subdivision. That was always kind of meaningful because kids loved it. Yeah. And then you look forward to it, and Christmas as well. You'd have the Christmas Day walk after you've opened all the presents, you've had your meal. It was always good, because you needed to work some calories off. You had just pounded about 18,000 calories. You burned 27 calories.
Not from pumpkin pie, but from everything else.
Yeah, everything else. But that's a good walk. And then usually on Thanksgiving, it's watching the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Everybody knew whenever that time was, we were either eating after or before that. Then we were going to have a walk. But family walks, we love the family walks.
Yeah, we have implemented as of, I think this is probably year 4 or 5, and this is a tradition that will probably stay until we're dead. We now call Thanksgiving Sweatsgiving, not because of meat sweats, but because we wear sweats.
All day.
All day. So one of the things about Christmas is we figured out you always got to, especially being at church, you're always dressed up. You're always, Christmas Eve especially, like there's such a jam-packed, now with social media and all this stuff, like you got to take the perfect family picture. For Thanksgiving, we said, no, we're not doing that anymore. We now call it Sweatsgiving, and you come over in your pajamas, your sweatpants.
So that's with the extended family and everybody. That's not just your household.
And they're all at our house now because usually my in-laws are in from Brazil, and then my folks are just down the road. So we just kind of all pile into our place, and anyone who's there. I mean, if you want to dress up, I suppose it's your prerogative. But we don't take pictures. We don't do any of that. We just eat and chill. And
so y'all don't take a family picture?
No, not on that day.
We try to every year.
Yeah.
Just take a Thanksgiving.
Not on that day. Because usually we'll probably get it for Christmas or after or the next day or something else like that. But that's been a wonderful. It's because you're already cooking all the food.
Right.
And so then you can just sit back. I had a buddy in Arkansas. His family is from Yellville, Arkansas. And if you're from Yellville, shout out to you. They had a turkey drop every year. Yeah. And so when I was an intern up in Arkansas, they literally dropped turkeys from planes. Like, I mean, they and so the turkeys would then glide down, and then you catch your.
Wait. I thought you were talking like a frozen turkey.
Yeah,
I was like, that sounds dangerous, but
that's
cool.
a hazard. I don't know if it's as dangerous as the coronavirus.
So like live turkeys, they drop
live turkeys, and then the people would get them, and that would be their Thanksgiving turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a wild. They had a little hometown parade, and wow. People got weird.
Now you know what's interesting is turkey wasn't even served at the first Thanksgiving.
No.
Yep. It was all.
It was more likely that they had eel.
No, exactly, because that's where they landed up in Plymouth. Is I think it was somebody said ducks or maybe chickens. I don't know, fish. Yeah. But I'm not sure when turkeys came in, but it had been sometime later, right?
So I don't remember either. Turkey was almost the country's bird. Did you know that?
I did. Wasn't that Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin.
He wanted it to be the turkey and not the eagle.
Right now in our political season, I feel like that would have been more appropriate.
That would have.
We're a nation full of turkeys.
I had not thought of that since you brought it up. And, Ben Franklin, that dude was smart, but I'm glad they were ruling on that one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Can you imagine the land of the turkey?
what? A couple more. Yeah, I don't even. Not as fierce when that's the backing of the American flag flying in the background. You just have a very fierce, mean turkey in front of you.
That's right.
It just doesn't communicate the same vibe.
Not at all.
Toby Keith songs would be forever different.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I made myself laugh on that one. Okay, best Thanksgiving to date. Like best Thanksgiving. Let's say best Thanksgiving memory.
Best Thanksgiving memory. I don't know. I've liked them all. I don't think any of them stick out.
You guys are typically family.
Anytime we get with our family, and it's always great. So I don't know that I bet they're all good. They're good. This year even it's going to be different. Whatever different is, it's going to be good.
Good. Yeah, I think I don't know if there's necessarily one that sticks out, but Thanksgiving's probably my favorite holiday. Yeah. And I don't know if it's I really think it's because in working with churches, everything else, you got Easter and Christmas, obviously love those from a religious side of it. But man,
18 services and you're beat up and you're exhausted.
That's it.
You want to know why I like Thanksgiving over Christmas? It costs me less. No, right. I'm kidding.
Until the day after.
So but I would agree that we are not as stressed as people in ministry. But while I don't have a particular Thanksgiving I remember one of my worst ones.
Oh, go for it. That was my next question.
And
those are always better anyway.
That it was back when I was in seminary. Yeah. And I know we had two kids. It was Jason Jordan at the time, and so I'm assuming we didn't have the other one because I would have remembered this. But our seminary professor chose from Southwestern, not one seminary professor, not to give us Wednesday afternoon class off. And so
you had the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
I had the Wednesday before the Thursday Thanksgiving, and so Gina and the kids just went to class with me.
Yeah.
Okay. And so went to class, get in the car, we're ready to roll home, and we come across whatever that is through Corsicana, and get to 75, and it is stopped. And it took us with those two little kids totally unprepared. Something had happened. The whole southbound 45 was shut down, and it took us about 11 hours to get home. Ugh. And I can still to this day remember sitting there doing nothing but sitting in the driver's seat and Jordan sitting on the steering wheel for hours. And she was our gymnast, and she's climbing here and climbing there, and you're sitting here going, what is going on here? Yeah. And Gina and I can still remember being in that car and thinking, is this ever going to move? And letting your kids go to the restroom on the side of the road. And
well, that's a normal everyday occurrence for y'all.
Exactly right.
Man, that is awful. Thinking through my best, I think my best was my wife and I. It was our first Thanksgiving as a married couple. We were still in North Carolina, all of our family. We couldn't see, her parents were in Brazil, mine were here in Texas, and it was our first Thanksgiving together. And so we cooked a little turkey and everything, and we had a Thanksgiving just her and I. Okay. That's probably my most memorable, one of the better ones, just because we were in seminary housing, and
you got nothing.
We got nothing.
You got nothing.
And I have a picture of that table and the little spread that we had, and it was that was the first Thanksgiving, I think the only Thanksgiving I can remember without other family.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah.
I think we have missed one Thanksgiving because Gina had Jarrett, and right there during that time frame.
Those kids, they don't ever consider time.
Totally inconsiderate.
Yeah.
I've got 4 of them that came that way.
I tell you, they come. All right, so one of the things I wanted to do also was play a game with you. Actually, 2 games with you. Ooh. So we have 2 games prepared. A Would You Rather game, Thanksgiving edition. So would you rather, and then you get 2 options you have to pick. We'll talk about it, have a lot of fun. And then catchphrase is another game. I've got some words here that you'll be able to
I've heard
say.
of the first one. I'm not sure what the other one is.
Okay, so we'll start with Would You Rather, something you're familiar with, and I'll explain a little bit on catchphrase with that. So I've got some Would You Rather Thanksgiving editions.
Okay.
And I just want you to give the first one that comes to your mind. Okay, just
I would rather do one than the other.
That's right. Okay, so you're just going to pick, I would rather do this than that.
Okay.
And then some of these I'm going to ask you why, and you need to have a really good biblical response.
Okay.
All right, in the name of Jesus, right? Isn't that what you said?
Absolutely.
All right, so the first one, simple. Would you rather eat an entire pumpkin pie, just given our conversation, eat an entire pumpkin pie or a gallon of cranberry sauce? So an entire pumpkin pie or a gallon of cranberry sauce?
Well, I would say that I would rather have the cranberry sauce.
Really? Over a whole pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Why?
I just think I would throw up the pumpkin pie.
And you wouldn't throw up a whole thing of cranberry?
Well,
gallon?
It seems like it would move.
My question is gallon challenge on milk, obviously it's an automatic throw up. Is that the same for cranberry sauce?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, second one.
So,
would you rather?
what about you? You would go for the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, pumpkin pie, hands down. Would you rather go preach? Okay, so I changed the word for our purposes. Would you rather preach dressed as a turkey or dressed as mashed potatoes?
Turkey.
Part of me was just you answered that so
I'd
bad.
do it in a heartbeat.
Really?
I'd do it this Sunday. If someone
okay, all right,
gave enough.
That's right. We're in the middle of a campaign right now. It's an onward campaign.
Tell you about the onward
if
campaign?
if you give X amount of dollars, John Mark will preach in a turkey suit. You heard it right there.
Yeah, I will just tell you. Those are things I would always be willing to do.
Yeah.
But there's always some people that think it's not good for the pastor to preach, but that's my nature.
Yeah.
I mean, my nature is to go goofy.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know that,
no, that's good. I don't know how you dress up as mashed potatoes anyway.
How would you do that?
I don't know. It'd be kind of
seems like a mess.
Yep. Would you rather eat a pound of raw cranberries or a pound of raw pumpkin? So it's kind of the same question.
I'm going to go back to the cranberries.
Okay, I think so too.
I can eat a cranberry.
Yeah, did you know I put a pumpkin in the fire the other day from jack-o'-lantern from Halloween?
How did it do?
It smolders. It doesn't burn.
Oh.
Yeah, so
you got to let it dry out more?
I guess so. I don't know.
Now, I'll tell you, in the same color realm, do you like beets?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's same color scheme as
yeah, they are the same color, but I don't think they're
I
the
won't
same.
touch those. No, I'm not saying they're the same. I'm just telling you.
Are we naming things that are the same colors as things?
Well, no, but do y'all eat beets at Thanksgiving?
We try and steer away from vegetables.
Okay, hey, I'm good with that.
Starches and
I'm
meats,
not a big fan of going green
sweets.
when I'm eating other than my green bean casserole.
All right, would you rather spend? All right, this is important. Would you rather spend Thanksgiving weekend without football or without shopping?
Oh, without shopping, for sure.
What about Gina?
Well, she's not here. I'd say she would rather spend it without shopping too.
Because
she's not here.
Oh man, that's great. Obviously, it's without shopping. Would you rather eat only turkey or only mashed potatoes and gravy for an entire month?
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
You would rather eat mashed potatoes because you said that thing about turkey.
Yeah. Earlier. I think I can't. How would you get that turkey down for a month?
I don't know. It'd have to be really good turkey.
At least I would enjoy the mashed potatoes.
The only way I'd do
gravy.
turkey is if it was cooked different ways.
Really?
Yeah, I think I could do it. Smoked turkey, then brine turkey. I don't know how many sliced turkey. What are the kind of?
I don't know. Cajun turkey.
I feel like I sound like I'm on Forrest Gump.
Boar's head.
That's right.
No, I'm just thinking about Market Street right now. So
okay. Would you rather be Charlie Brown or Snoopy?
Genio.
Oh, you're still on turkey. Let me ask the question again. Would you rather be Charlie Brown or Snoopy?
Oh, Snoopy.
Why?
Have you ever just seen him laying on his house?
Yeah.
I mean, just kicked back, looking up at the sky. Everybody knows Charlie Brown's goofy. Snoopy just kind of gets to sneer down and look at everybody in this sarcastic Snoopiness.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to talk, right?
Wait, I thought I was actually getting in the comic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not in real life.
Okay.
I mean, neither one of them are real characters, Beau. Those are not based on real people.
I appreciate that.
I'm saying if I'm going in the cartoon, I'm Snoopy.
Okay. All right. I'll be Charlie Brown. That way you're my dog. Wait,
but have you seen that dog relationship?
Yeah, I know.
I think Charlie's.
We can move on.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather be someone who sings on a Macy's Day? I love this thought of you singing on a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade float, or be someone who helps hold one of the giant character balloons?
I would love to be able. One of my greatest desires, Beau, would be to sing, really sing, and people not laugh. I don't know about you. Yeah. I would love to be.
Confessional. That was an honest. That came from the deepest part of your soul, right there.
There are times I sit up there and someone will let it rip before I preach, and I was like, Lord, I would love to be. Yeah, singing. Okay. Only singing. That I would think in my heart, Lord, I wish I could do that one time.
Okay.
But going back, probably with my current skill level, I'm more of the float carrier.
Okay. All right. That's good. I think it'd be very interesting to sing on a float.
Yeah.
Would you rather not be allowed to speak on Thanksgiving or not be allowed to have dessert?
No, I could do without speaking.
No speaking?
Yeah, I could
really?
do no speaking. Yeah.
Man.
I speak for a living.
I know. I hear you. It might be nice, too. Because then people ask you a question and you're just like,
look, I'm into this dessert.
That's right. Sorry, I didn't hear you over the crunching of the pecan pie. Would you rather be stuck in a home that has no power on Thanksgiving or in a house that has no turkey?
Ah, boy. See, I grew up in Houston, so we're going to be going to Houston. A house with no power.
Yep.
That's a problem. We need air conditioning down there.
So no turkey.
Yeah, I'd get rid of the turkey.
Yeah, you can always have something else. I think me too.
Oh, I thought you were saying had to eat turkey.
No, I think you made that more complicated.
Yeah, I really did.
That's all right.
I thought you were
going to come up with something better. Let's keep moving. Would you rather be able to control the remote on Thanksgiving or the menu?
Remote.
Really? I think I'd be the menu.
I've got everybody trained.
So they already know you.
They already know just if you play in this box, we're all going to be good. Whether it's go get Italian,
what's something
go
that would
get
be
barbecue,
outside the box other than cream corn?
Coconut pie. Oh, if you, let's see, what would be outside the box? Greek food, something like that, Mediterranean food.
You don't like Mediterranean?
Yeah, just give me the basics.
A lamb gyro?
I don't even know what that is.
Sauce? Whew, I could do that. I don't know. It'd be weird for Thanksgiving, but I'd be thankful.
Yeah. I'm like, just give me barbecue, fajitas, something like that.
All right, this one's a little bit more contentious given our season. Yeah. Would you rather be invited to the White House for Thanksgiving dinner or have a celebrity chef come to your house to make Thanksgiving dinner? I think I know your answer.
I think I would like to go to the White House and have Thanksgiving dinner.
I really thought you were going to say depends on who's president.
I'd go to the White House regardless who is president if I was invited. Do I get to be involved in it? Can I have the turkey they pardon? Yeah. That'd be cool.
Did you know when that started? The pardoning of turkeys? H.W. Bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Found that out during all this research of all the Thanksgiving stuff.
Really?
Literally, it was my only Google search. So I hope it's true.
So it hadn't been going longer than that?
Not the pardoning of the turkey.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Would you rather have a constant itch?
Well, what would you rather do? Would you rather have a chef come to your house or
go to the White House? If I was invited to the White House, absolutely. That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
That's right.
Celebrity chef, they can come cook for me any other time.
I don't care who the president is. They invite me to come eat with them.
Why not?
Boy.
That's right.
Let me go in the Oval Office for a while.
Though it does make you think. I mean, how much do I have to wear my mask during it? I don't know that. Now I get to see it. I'd still do it.
Think they'd give me the nuclear codes for the day?
I don't think anybody would do that for any amount of time. All right, another would you rather. So would you rather have a constant itch or have constant hiccups during Thanksgiving dinner?
Where are you getting these questions?
I don't know.
Give me an itch. Give me an itch. We have bad hiccups in our family. Y'all?
Is that a hereditary
Oh my goodness! My mom will get the hiccups, and she'll laugh about it, and we will too. She, you can hear her 2 rooms over, and so we do not want the hiccup. It's a weird thing. We're a weird family. But what about you? What would you rather have? Give me an itch.
That I'd rather have hiccups.
Really?
Yeah, because at least I can still work with both hands. Still. Oh, let's keep going.
Please.
Would you rather have to wear earplugs or wear nose plugs during Thanksgiving dinner?
Nose plugs.
You'd rather wear nose plugs than earplugs?
Yeah. I want to be able to hear the game, hear people talk, those kind of things. I think nose plugs.
Yeah. I might go, but if
so I think that would,
but then it would affect your taste.
Yeah, probably. It'd be kind of COVID Thanksgiving.
I think I'd probably go with the nose plugs. You know, it was interesting. I asked that question to Robert Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
What
did he say?
Our senior adult minister, and he said, without question, he said, "Oh, earplugs." Like he was ready to tune out the world.
I so remember Beau growing up. This is a little bit before you. That my grandpa, Papa Eddings, amazing man, but he had the old hearing piece that he would put in his pocket, and it had one of these just like an ear thing that would go up here. And he couldn't hear a thing if that thing wasn't on. And you would sit there and talk to him through Thanksgiving and Christmas, and all he would do is sit there and go, "That's good. That's good." And you go, "Hey, Papa, how you doing? Do you like your gifts today, or do you like me?" "That's good. That's good." And then when we would all clear out and the grandkids were going away, you'd see him go.
He'd turn it
back up and start watching the football game. We're like, he hadn't heard a thing. So then we figured it out, and we'd bait him into just saying, "That's good. That's good."
Oh, man.
Wish I could do that around here from time to time.
I mean, that's the advantage of the earplugs. Okay, so that was our Would You Rather game. I think you did pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a catchphrase. Now, here's what we'll do. I don't have my phone on me. We're just going to have to guess this thing. So here's what we're going to do. So catchphrase, basically, you're going to get this card. So I'll show you the first one. All right, it says putting on a sweater. All right, so I'm going to try and describe this without saying putting on a sweater. Okay, so I can't say any of those words. So I can't say sweater. I can't say putting on. But I'm going to try and describe. This is something that you would do, when it's cold outside, and it's a clothes that you would wear. And I'm trying to get you to say
put on a sweater.
Putting on a sweater.
Okay,
that's right.
All right.
Okay,
good. We got one.
We got one. So that is great.
I don't think I've ever played a game like this. I've never played this.
I think I've got my phone down here. Yeah, here we go. All right, so we'll do a minute and a half.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna try and get as many of these.
Oh, so okay, for not per. Surely we could get them per a minute and a half total.
I'm gonna do this for a minute and a half, and you're gonna try and guess what they are.
Got
it. All right, and I haven't really looked through these either.
Okay.
All right, and then we'll switch, and then you'll give the clues.
Oh, then I'll give clues.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that one. All right, ready? All right, this is something that you do on Thanksgiving with all of your family.
You talk, you eat.
Yes, but you can also do this in a worship center.
Sing.
Do you sing?
Pray. Pray over your meal.
You can do this at a time when it is. This is okay. Pass. We didn't get that one. This is something that you do. Okay, so you said your family does walk. Some people do something very similar to
jog, run.
But
walk,
specific to Thanksgiving.
Sleep, nap.
Specific to Thanksgiving, you wouldn't walk, you would
trot.
Okay, which then in Thanksgiving terms it would be like the bird.
The bird is called a trotter. What is that whole? Tell me what that is. What is the trot? What? It's something to do it. A turkey trot. There you go. Turkey trot.
Right,
I knew it was something.
One. All right, this is something you do with a knife, and you attack the bird.
Oh, you carve it up. You carve up a turkey. Carve the turkey.
Enough. That's fine. This is something. So a tree grows these, and you
Nuts,
can make a pie.
Pecans. I'm trying to hurry us along.
That's fine. It's a tree, and so then you can make a pie out of it. But you also
pecans, wasn't it? Pecan.
No. They're red. Sometimes.
Plums.
Sometimes they're.
Sometimes they're apples.
Green.
Apple pie.
Okay, and then you go and you reach for one from a tree. You are
an apple picker, picking apples.
Picking. That was it. Oh,
okay.
My word.
Good Lord. Turkey trot.
Good gracious.
What was the one you threw down over there?
It was gathering.
Oh, a gathering.
I know.
Shall we? So you should have said that. Shall we?
I should have. You're
Gathering
right. There were a
the
lot
river?
of things that I should have said. There were a lot of things you should have said also.
These?
I looked at the first one.
Okay,
so just
good.
skip
So
that
I'll
one.
get rid of that one.
That was really bad.
Okay.
So we got 3.
Okay.
Let's try it again. You tell me when. You're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, ready, go.
All right. If you are going to climb a mountain,
okay,
but you're going to walk, what's it called?
You're going to climb a mountain, but you're going to walk.
You're going to walk up a mountain. You're going to hike.
There we go.
Okay. The trees shed these in the fall,
leaves?
And you
Raking
would have
leaves.
you would have to rake the leaves. You would fall sport we all love.
Football.
There you go. And when you go to a competition, what's it called? A
football competition.
Between
game?
2 teams. Yeah, game.
Okay.
All right. If you have a turkey and you put stuff inside it, it is called.
Is it stuffing?
But
you said
what's
stuff.
another word? Oh, did I?
Yeah,
I did say put stuff.
So throw that one
I got to
aside.
throw that one there. I did. Yeah, that's actually good. Okay, if you were going, oh yeah, that's right. You can't use all these words. If you're cold, you got to build something.
A snowman?
And you have a match that you...
Oh, is it making a fire?
Yeah, but what do you have to do
to
get the...
Making a fire. Chopping
logs. There you go. Chopping the firewood. There you go. That's close enough. Oh, yeah. Do you do this? Are we done yet?
No, we got 10 seconds.
Oh, okay, good. It is, you have this... I can't even show you. You
almost
break bones. You break a bone. It's part of a turkey. It is called a wishbone. There you go.
There
you go.
That's fine.
I don't think I've ever done that before, Beau.
Really?
I need to practice. Next year I'll be better.
That's all right.
That's
all right. I'm kind of proud.
You did good. I think you beat me though.
Well, I mean, you kind of work as a team,
together.
So technically we would
How much
play
do we
another
win?
Team. But here's the thing: we don't have another team that we're playing, so we won.
Totally.
That's it. That's what
awesome.
I'm saying. All right, so
take that.
That's
Thanksgiving and world.
All right, so that was fun. Okay. Yeah. We're closing up this thing because we're talking too long, and it is just for the sake of everyone's ears. They probably need earplugs now. I do want to close it out. So as a pastor approaching Thanksgiving, obviously the Bible has a lot to say about Thanksgiving. So what's one of your favorite passages about Thanksgiving?
I think there's so many passages about Thanksgiving. Probably my favorite passage, it comes from the Psalm and Motive. He says, I will give thanks to the Lord with all my heart, and I will tell of his wonderful deeds.
Yeah.
And, as I think about Thanksgiving's about that. That's what it's about, is getting together. And you go all the way back to those Puritans who were pilgrims who came into Plymouth and gathering with the native Indians, that they were giving thanks for the fall crop and all that God had done. And, probably this year more than anything, Beau, we need to take a long-term perspective. Not a ton to be thankful for this year, except for if we're still healthy and we're still. But if you go back maybe the last year or so, God has been good, and God's going to be good again, and we need to remind ourselves of the wonderful deeds.
Yeah, in Scripture, all over the place. Right?
Yeah, all over the place.
Thanksgiving is a part of our worship.
Yep.
And I love 1 Chronicles in chapter 16 when they're recounting David and the Ark of the Covenant, right as David gets the Ark of the Covenant. And they have this whole psalm that David lists out. And one of the keys, I think, to good Thanksgiving is this idea of remembering what the Lord has done.
Yeah.
And for me, that has always been just this marker of, am I being thankful? Well, am I actually remembering? Because I think the enemy wants us to easily look too far forward, focus on all of our problems. Right. But what God wants us to do is say, remember. That's what he tells Israel all the time. Right. Remember what I've done. Remember who I am. I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Calling them back to the covenant. Right. I'm the God of who led you out of the land of Egypt. We're calling them back to Moses. I'm the God of David, calling them back to the Davidic line, and obviously leading us straight to Christ. And I think that idea of remembrance is so important in a Thanksgiving season, especially in a COVID Thanksgiving season.
Absolutely.
To remember how
I think it's important that somehow, some way, and a lot of people's Thanksgivings are going to be different this year, and rightly so. But I think it's important that we still connect with family somehow, some way, and at the same time thank God in the midst of what's going on.
Yeah. And so while it may be a different Thanksgiving, there's always something we can be thankful for as God has just continually blessed his people. Anything else you want to close out or say anything to our people who are just on this thinking in light of Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think just with so much confusion right now is we're being told, depending on who the governor is, what state people are in, is you shouldn't have Thanksgiving or you shouldn't have it inside. And, these are all difficult decisions. I would just tell everybody that, at the end of the day, you've got to know your family. You've got to know the health of your family. And then you have to make your decision and just celebrate accordingly. And I think social distance as best you can, but also don't forget to remember the Lord, because it's in seasons like this that we're reminded that when it's really, really good, a lot of times we don't focus on God much.
Yeah. No. That's a good word. So Cottonwood Creek family, it's been good being with you as we close down this thing. Now, just remember that now you have ammo, that if John Mark preaches a great sermon, to get him maybe a chocolate pie, to get him
you
some
can
good
bring
barbecue.
Me ammo, just never pumpkin pie.
Yeah, that's right. And if he's preached a bad sermon, just get him some creamed corn, coconut something. Or any one of those croquettes that we talked about.
And I want to see one of those.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, I'm not pilling one.
Right,
I want to make you one though.